All right, we're settled. We're settled. Okay, I have my cards here. I also have books over here, but I don't really know what the vibe is like today. I kind of want to just knit. And see what comes through. But Persephone was coming through. So Greek gods and goddesses. Ooh, but that makes me want to grab out my 1 second. That makes me want to grab this book. I'm seeing the words finish. I'm seeing the word bossy. Because I don't recall what goddess Persephone is. This is my encyclopedia of spirits. So Persephone. A, B, C, D. P, Q, R. Oh no. This one. P, E, R. Persephone. Oh yeah, Persephone is Hades' bride. That he was trying to, he was trying to plan out how to approach her, and then I forgot what other Greek gods just like shot him with like an arrow or something, and then it made him abduct her. Which is like pretty sad. I feel bad for my nigga Hades. So I'm seeing the word mysteries. Oh, it was Amphitrite and Zeus. Oh yeah, and then Demeter was her mom. Okay, I'm seeing the word beautiful woman. I'm seeing volatile. I'm seeing powerful. I'm seeing bossy again. So I'm seeing like, it's like a woman's energy. I'm seeing the word repellent. It's like a woman, a feminine energy that's very like, I almost feel like maybe in your bloodline or whoever it is I'm tapping into right now. Sorry, I need to talk a little bit slower. But yeah, whoever it is I'm tapping into right now, I feel like, I don't know if it's been like a generational cycle of like women being oppressed type shit, and then like you saw it and you're kind of like, like if it's the last thing I do, like I will, stand strong and I will not be no victim. I will not be, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm picking up on. A strong desire to like correct generational cycles, but particularly on the mom side. So it could be like literally something like that where it's like something to do with women in your family, but it also could just be something like from your mom. What the fuck was that? Okay, I just saw a red flash, literally like phew. That was crazy. Okay, that like confused me. That like reset my brain. I'm gonna shuffle some cards real quick. It's so funny because I cut the deck to this card. And it says, identity. Be awake to any synchronicities. Has something peculiar happened lately? What is fighting for your attention right now? So yeah, that red. Am I literally insane? I might be, but you know what? If my insanity gives you an empowering message, then maybe it's all worth it. So yeah, that red, something about red. It's like a red flashing light, but it's like in transit. Because usually when we think red, it's like warning, trying to get your attention, that kind of thing. But like that red was just like, it wasn't for the purpose of getting anyone's attention. It was just kind of like, this is the frequency I admit when I'm going where I'm going, as quickly as I'm going there. So these are the cards I got. And this one is standing out at me specifically. For this deck, I just read the art, not the like tarot aspect per se. But this one, it's coming off as, so speed is coming through. I'm also hearing like performance enhancement. I wonder if someone's like partaking in a little something something because they feel like that's gonna get them where they're going faster. And I have this card. Yeah, and see, like this card, there's like a trail of stars. See, it's like almost looks like the Milky Way almost. So yeah, something about motion. There's something about motion coming through and timing. Huh. Okay, let me shuffle from this deck. But yeah, I cannot stop thinking about that flash. Like, what even was that? It was so abrupt. But it was like an energy of like, I don't really care if you see me or not, but I'm doing my thing. And as a result of me doing my thing, a certain frequency is going to be emitted. And that frequency, it's probably going to catch your attention, but I'm not doing it to catch your attention. It's kind of like when you see someone who's just doing their thing. And it's just magnetic. It's like attractive. And you like want to know more type shit. But it's not necessarily that they're doing it for your attention. It's just like attention is a byproduct of you being yourself. So yeah. So I feel like someone might be... So like King of Wands coming up in reverse. I feel like somebody might be feeling... Oh look, and he's wearing... Or they are wearing these... words, red pants, which it's like emulating the same thing I saw, because it was like a long red flash. And pants, when I think pants, I'm thinking like legs, I'm thinking motion again. So it's, yeah, I think somebody, and I'm seeing the word multidimensional. So I feel like somebody, you might feel like, it's like when you, there's a certain thing that when you do, you end up getting more attention. And then you might be like psychoanalyzing, like, oh my gosh, am I doing it for the attention? But it's like, how I'm receiving that energy is that it's not that you're doing it for the attention. You're just very aware of the fact that like doing that thing, whatever it is, it feels like something that's like authentic to you and something that you're really just doing because that's what makes sense to you and that makes you feel good. I'm seeing the word bossy again. I'm seeing the word glamorous. So it seems like it's something that makes you feel like you're living a life of luxury. Just for your own self-care and your own sense of self. But then it's like other people, there's like other people who do it. I'm seeing the word high definition. Yeah, all my makeup products are really like... So Venus is coming through. Venus in the 7th house is coming through. Yeah. Venus is coming through. So something about the way you're being perceived. Like, I don't know if it's that you're being perceived as vain or... But it's like even that is like you're just like doing your thing. You're doing what makes you emanate at like a high frequency. You're doing what feels good to you, and as a result, you end up being perceived as more attractive than like, you know, if you weren't doing that, or as someone else who is doing. You end up getting perceived as someone who's more attractive than someone else who wouldn't be doing that thing. And then so it's like people are like, there's a bit of like envy tied into it. Splitting the deck to King of Swords reverse, there's a bit of envy tied into it. And people telling themselves that like, people like gaslighting themselves, being like, oh, like, because they are jealous at the way that you're like, and I'm not even trying to gas you up right now, but they're basically jealous that I need to talk fast because it's coming through. they're jealous at the way that you're shining and you're doing your thing. So they're telling yourself, they're trying to justify their own anger and their own envy by being like, oh, like she's being fake. Oh, she's just doing it for the attention. But it's like at the end of the day, you're just like doing your thing. It's not really it's not really your fault that's catching people's eye. You know what I mean? So I want to grab, do I want to grab? I think I'm going to grab this one. I grabbed this book. So yeah, something about aesthetics is coming through. Like it feels like you're not, it feels like you're not prioritizing your aesthetics. You're just prioritizing how you feel. Yeah, Venus is coming through. Or I want to say Venus in the 6th house is coming through. Because that has to do with like daily work. So it's like you're prioritizing your, you're prioritizing how you feel. Like you're doing things that make you feel good. Or you could also be someone who, especially if you're a visual artist, you could also be someone who like things looking nice just makes you feel good. Like you, even if you're working from home, you like doing your hair a certain way, putting on a nice little lounge, matching set or whatever, it makes you feel good. Like it does something to your nervous system. It gives you that dopamine boost and it just makes you feel good and it makes you resonate. It makes you resonate with things that are like on that level. But then it's like at the same time it also triggers people who are not doing that. And it's like I think what people are getting upset at is that like they try to do that thing, they try to be attractive, they try to be magnetic, but they miss the soul of like what actually makes someone magnetic. So like you understand, even if not necessarily I'm telling you like now, like more like on the intellectual level, but you understand on a certain level to where you're like, yeah, if I'm just doing what I want to do, if I'm like vibing, having a good time, then yeah, I'm gonna be perceived as attractive. But then it's like other people, they're like, they want to imitate the surface level things, but they're not understanding, because at the end of the day, the beauty standards that they're trying to reach are not aligning with what makes them feel good. So it just feels like a performance and they don't feel good. So it's like they could be ticking all the boxes or checking all the boxes for like conventionally attractive or like having a baddie status, but it's like they're not actually like, they're not living it. Like they're not feeling it because they're trying to be attractive. They're trying to be perceived and attractive in a way that does not actually like resonate with them. And that's why it just feels fake. And that's why because you're basically like you're doing what they want. You have what they want, and they're not understanding that like it's more of a like resonance thing. It's not about all the aesthetics and this and that. So that really sucks for them. And I'm seeing 100% real. So and then I'm seeing maximum fluffiness. So it's like they're like on a very like fluffy kind of like lacking substance, but then you like do like every way that you express yourself is very authentic, is like from the heart, and it translates. It really does translate. And that's what I don't even think a lot of these people are like conscious. I'm hearing I should grab another book. I don't even think a lot of these people are like conscious of like that being the real reason why they're so triggered by you, but that's really not your business. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab another book. I forgot that I already grabbed a book. I was just yapping. Okay, what page are we going to? So I'm seeing the word best, approachable, and funny. I'm seeing the word position and patience, gratification. Okay, so it's basically saying, like, again, with this theme of, like, again, Venus in the 6th house is coming through. So the theme of just, like, going about things in a way. Sorry, there's, like, a tree waving at me. Anyways. Going about things in a way to where you're just gonna enjoy it. Like if you gotta like take a route that's gonna be a little bit longer, but maybe that route is the scenic route and you get to see all the ducks and the geese and stuff, and if that's gonna like make your heart happy, that aesthetic is gonna just like, because aesthetic is coming through, but not necessarily just like the visual aspect, but more like the atmospheric aspect, like the energy of an environment. The more, because I'm thinking like there's like left brain, which is more like detail oriented. The left brain, it like tunes into very like specific details, but then right brain is more like vibes and more like it considers stuff as like more holistically. So Yeah, someone's being encouraged to. Something about water is coming through as well. But yeah, someone's being encouraged to just take the scenic route. Like, go about things in a way that you're going to enjoy them. You don't need to rush to get done what you're doing and then go do, like, I mean, if you really have something that you want to do instead of what you're doing, sure. But it's like a lot of times you can solve the problem of not wanting to do something by going about it in a way that makes it more fun. So that's what's coming through the scenic route. I'm seeing somebody driving by water. That's like so pretty. Driving by like a canal, downhill. Ooh, okay, I love that. Okay, let me see if there's anything else in this book. So I'm seeing the words freely wander. I'm seeing daydreaming. Yeah. And then I'm seeing center yourself. Then I'm seeing move against your heart. And then protecting people. And then I'm seeing messed. I want one more book. 1 second. I'm going to clarify what I got from that book with this book. But yeah, it was talking about like, something about protection. I'm seeing brainwaves, brains. Oh, this page is talking about the brainwave states. Wait, I might have to actually read this. I never read this book. I bought it and then I never read it. I'm seeing distill, apply, isn't it, ready, usable, reduce stress, playing games, more ideas, stress relief. I'm seeing research, stress relief, and I'm seeing the word activities. So yeah, something about protection is coming through in terms of like when you are in situations or when you encounter people that are like rubbing up against your like free flowy like vibey energy. That's how I'm getting it. I'm seeing the word cover and invisible. I feel like there's an answer on like, yeah, I'm seeing step-by-step guide. I feel like there's an answer on like what to do when you feel like your free-flowing energy is being threatened. Okay, so they're saying don't overprotect. Okay, so they're saying, I want to read the clouds in a minute too, but they're saying like okay. I got it. Okay, they're saying that like if you like, you know, you're doing your thing. Let's say you go out to an event and then, you know, you're just doing your thing, minding your business, you're having good fun. But then like someone is like getting triggered by you. So they're saying that's not a you problem. Like, it's not necessarily because you did something wrong. You don't necessarily have to go back to the drawing board. There are just people who they are meant to have that process of them being triggered by you, because it's like, why are they so triggered by you? Like, what are you really doing other than living your truth and being yourself and being your beautiful, gorgeous self and not watering yourself down for anybody? Why is that so threatening to people? Like, that's something that's an experience that they need to have. So don't think, ooh, okay, the message coming through is a little bit, they're basically saying, oh wow, don't shoot the messenger. And I'm saying the world cruelty free. Don't shoot the messenger. But they're basically saying you're going to trigger people everywhere you go. Like, every single place you go, you are going to trigger people. And it's not because of, ow, my head. It's not because of anything you're doing wrong. It's because of you vibrating at the frequency that you're vibrating, because you're just like, you're just like, so like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing like, okay, sorry, wait, sorry, finish the point. You're just vibrating at like a very like carefree energy, and I think people think that like you're just like that, and it's like, it took a lot of work. Like, that is your true nature, but it also took a lot of work to like dismantle all of society's things that they try to put on you. So it's like, people really don't have a right to act like you don't deserve to be like that, because first of all, that is who you are, and then also you like put in the work to like dismantle all the things that were like trying to stop you from being that. And I had another point that I was making, and then I got completely sidetracked. That oh yeah, people are going to be triggered by you anywhere you go. It's not your fault. That's like something that they're just like meant to experience. It's not so much about you. Your thing that you're supposed to experience from those situations is just strengthening that, like, you know, that like belief in self and being like, yeah, I mean, I know you're like upset that I'm like cute and I'm out here doing my thing, but like I'm not gonna not do my thing because that makes you uncomfortable. So that's your journey, and I feel like you're already like, you've had that experience multiple times already, so that's not even like a big deal for you. The more of the learning experience and the opportunity to learn and grow and expand is more so on their side. So yeah, it's coming through that like, yeah, it's coming through like, be safe, like don't, just be mindful, use your discernment, but also like don't, because I know sometimes it is a thing of like someone who's like always in drama, and like a lot of times it is their own fucking fault, to be honest, but it's like in your case, especially if, oh, that's where the be safe comes through, because like don't engage, you don't have to engage. So just because like, yeah but yeah, because it's like as you like continue to ascend, there's going to be more people that you encounter who are like triggered by you and who you are and like what you have to say. So it's all about just like and then I'm seeing cruelty free again and warning. Oh yeah, so don't let it, so that's just part of your journey. So don't let other people being triggered and all this and that like bring you down from like where you are. Just understand that like, oh, that's like what you are, that's like what you're meant to do. You're a mirror, you're like a black mirror. You reflect people, you reflect back to people darker sides in themselves that they weren't willing to acknowledge. So they can either take the fact that they're triggered by you doing absolutely nothing wrong, they can either take that as an opportunity to grow and expand and like get to know themselves and be like, huh, why am I so triggered by someone being like, you know, themselves? Or they could choose to like project. So I'm seeing the word fast acting, and yeah. So yeah, when they're being reactive and they're projecting, there could be a tendency for that to wake up like that reactiveness in you, especially because you don't deserve to be, you know, like that shit has nothing to do with you. And I know it's very easy, like when something is very stupid, it's very easy to have that tendency to want to just like call out how stupid it is, because it's really stupid. And you could probably explain like so many different ways how stupid it is. And I know it's really tempting, but just remind yourself that like, hey, people are going to be triggered by me. That just means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, yeah. Anything else? Anything else coming through? Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, the clouds are low-key like whispering. I feel like there's a message up there. Something about... Ooh, okay. So I'm seeing like a jet, like the jet streams or whatever it is. But then it's like there's a bunch of clouds like covering it, which brings us back to that red flash I saw in the beginning. So something about your movement is like rapid. And I know it's very like easy for us in our this day and age where capitalism just robs us of all of our time. Capitalism, it robs us of our time and then it sells it back to us, because everything they try to sell, it's like, yeah, it's quick. Now you have time to do stuff you want to do. Maybe if you weren't fucking like robbing us of our fucking time, we wouldn't be so pressed for time. But anyway, something about your speed of... Sorry, I'm like excited for you. But yeah, there's something about like the speed of like where you're going, where you are, where you're going. Ooh, I also feel like you're making more progress than you think you are, because there's a lot going on with you like subconsciously, like below the surface. Like consciously, I feel like you're doing what you need to do, but then you probably sometimes feel like, oh my god, it's kind of slow. I feel like I'm not doing anything. But then at the same time, you feel like there's nothing else for you to be doing, because yeah, there's a lot going on like underneath all the layers. The many layers that are you. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of fast progress being made. I'm being told to wrap it up. But yeah, so there's like a hiddenness surrounding... Ooh, there's like a hiddenness surrounding like where you are, because it's like you don't realize how close you are to like certain goal. Ooh, okay, I'm getting excited. Okay, I'm ready to hear, but yeah.